welcome to this edition of Super Swimmer, your window to the world of African and world aquatics. On the program today, our team was in Luanda, Angola for the Africa Aquatic Swimming and Open Water Championships. We look at an introduction to the prestigious event. Then we travel to Durban for the SA National Diving Championships. We feature the start of the 3-meter event. To close the show, we feature more highlights from the Olympic qualifying National Swimming Championships from Quebec recently. Check it out right here on Super Swimmer. The outdoor diving pool at Kings Park in Durban was where the National Diving Championships took place recently. Julia Vincent is currently the only qualifier for the Paris Olympics in July and August with her impressive 9th place at the World Championships. Let's get straight into the 3-meter preliminary rounds. Our commentator poolside is Justine Hadra.
Optional position 2.1.
Right, we have Anele Ntembu on the board from KwaZulu-Natal Aquatics. Anele is doing a forward 1.5 somersaults with 1 twist.
Awards 5, 6, 6, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5.
Good dive from Anele. Anything that is in between the 5 and 6.5 range is considered to be a satisfactory dive, meaning that the judges feel he's fulfilled the requirements of the dive.
We move on to the women's 3-meter preliminary, and our first diver from Central Cutting Aquatics is Catherine Leshner. Inward 2.5 somersaults tuck, 2.7.
Catherine Leshner is one of our up-and-coming junior divers, and she'll be doing an inward 2.5 somersaults in the tuck position.
Awards 6, 5, 5.5, 6, 6, 6, 5.5.
Nice dive from Catherine, going slightly over on the entry.
Inward 2.5 somersaults tuck.
Lovely dive from Bailey.
7, 6, 7, 6.5, 7, 6.5.
Gemma is a 16-year-old diver, one of our juniors. And that was a forward 2.5 somersaults in the pike position from Gemma.
5.5, 5, 6, 5, 5, 5.5.
Up on the board, we've got Bailey Davenport. Bailey is doing an inward 2.5 somersaults in the tuck position. Nice dive from Bailey. Bailey is based at the University of Tennessee, also one of our divers who is currently studying on scholarship in the USA. Kira Tille is 16 years old and attends St. Mary's in Johannesburg. And that was an inward 2.5 somersaults in the tuck position.
5, 5.5.
Slightly ducking her head on entry there.
2.5 somersaults tuck, 2.7.
Salika is currently in matric at St Mary's and is one of our junior divers who has been diving on the senior circuit for a couple of years now. Salika is doing an inward 2.5 somersaults in tuck. Nice dive from Salika.
6.5, 6.5.
Up on the board we have Kerry Lee. She's also one of our US-based divers. And that was a back 1.5 somersaults with 2.5 twists from Kerry.
4.5, 5. 4.5, 4. 5, 4, 5.
So when a dive drops into the 4 range, the judges are seeing something deficient in it that doesn't meet the required standards. Tana is doing a back 1.5 somersaults with 1.5 twists. And Tana is also based in the USA at the University of Vermont.
5.5.
Isabella is 16 years old and she attends Rodin School for Girls. She did really well off that takeoff. As you saw, there was a little hesitation on the top.
4.5. 6, 5. 5, 5, 6.
Isabella's currently coming back from an ACL injury, so she's doing really well to compete at this national championship. This is Grace Brammer. Grace finished school last year and is heading off in September to university, and she is attending Pennsylvania State on a diving scholarship. Very nice dive from Grace.
6, 5.5, 6.5.
And finally up on the board is Julia Vincent, who is our veteran. At 29 years old, she is so experienced and has been diving internationally for over 10 years. She's currently ranked 9th in the world on 3 meter. And that was an inward 2.5 somersaults in the pike position.
7, 7, 8. 7, 7.5. 7, 7.
And that experience coming through.
2.5 somersaults, 2.7.
Great talent on display in eThekwini. Look out for action from the semis and the finals in the next program. We shift our focus to Quebec now for more exciting moments from the SA National Swimming Champs. And they are away for this women's 400 IM, the A final. And a very good start in lane 5 from Marlies Ross. Keep an eye on Dakota Tucker, and Johannesburg swimmer, 19 years of age. Did supremely in this morning's heats.
Yes, Dakota going faster than her entry time. This morning she came in with a 4:48, going 4:47. Marlies looked to be kind of comfortable this morning with a time of 4:58, slightly slower than her entry time, so it should be a great race between these two ladies.
Yep. Marlies Ross certainly taking the fight in the early stages against Tucker. Lovely name, that, Dakota.
Yes, it is.
Stereophonics sang a song called Dakota. Over in lane 3, Kate Mayer, also a name that has been very prevalent throughout the week. and nothing to choose between those front three. Dakota Tucker just ahead of Kate Mayer.
Yes, Tucker turning in 105.14, followed by Mayer, 105.91, and Ross currently in third, 106.39.
That turn from Ross and then going into the backstroke, I mean, look how much she caught up so quickly. And in fact, looks like she might have edged ahead.
Yes, Tucker and Ross pulling away in this backstroke leg. But it's Tucker turning first with Ross hot on her heels in second.
That Olympic qualifying time, 4:38.53. And that SA record just under that mark, set way back in 2008. Catherine Meeklin, 4:37.11. Have you been born yet? 2008?
Yes, I was. Thanks. What a compliment. And it's Tucker at the 200-meter mark, 2:18.37, followed by Ross, 2:20.03. And Van Jaarsveld currently in third, 2:24.68.
Halfway through this women's 400 IM A final.
And there goes Tucker in his breaststroke leg.
Peter Williams will be watching very, very closely. Former world record holder. Coached Dakota Tucker for many years. One lap of breaststroke down. One to go before they finish off things with freestyle. And it is a straight shootout as predicted between Dakota Tucker and Marlies Ross.
Yes, coming in to this final with a 10-second lead on the rest of the field. But Marlies Ross is not letting her go.
No, certainly not. And it's been an impressive performance from Ross. It all comes down to freestyle. In fact, she has closed the gap somewhat during this breaststroke leg. And now to finish things off with the final 2 laps here at Newton Park Swimming Pool.
And we have Kate Mayer also coming back strong on that breaststroke leg, followed by Georgia Else.
Turning for the final time and doing so in a split of 4:13.61. 50 meters left to grab the gold. And look at the speed she passed through with this freestyle. She is just pulling away from Marlies Ross. Incredible stamina from Dakota Tucker.
And it is Tucker finishing strong in a time of 4:47.09. Followed by Ross, 4:53.47. And Van Redensburg in third, 4:57.22.
And there is the winner, Dakota Tucker. So her time quite a bit out of that Olympic time, but take nothing away from that performance. Obliterating the field. And she was challenged, and then once she turned for the final 2 laps freestyle, it was all Tucker. There we have the gold medalist, Dakota Tucker. Silver going the way of Marlies Ross, and Van Jaarsveld grabbing third.
Congratulations, Dakota. What a swim. What stood out for you as being your strongest?
I'd say the breaststroke and the butterfly of my race, but overall all my strokes are quite even right now, but yeah.
And how happy are you with that final performance?
I mean, it's a PB for me. I was hoping for a little bit faster, but that's okay. I've had a big few months of racing. I've been overseas for the past 8 months, so yeah, it's just nice to be home, and I'm happy to swim these times right now, so yeah.
And what is your biggest takeaway from the competitions that you've been able to have in Europe?
Well, I've been over in the States. I'm studying there, so I've just been like in that college system right now, and that has been like a really good experience for me. So to come home and race here, I feel comfortable, and yeah, it's good.
Welcome back home and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Crystal. Congratulations, Dakota Tucker, grabbing gold in the women's 400 IM. So all eyes on Newton Park Swimming Pool for this, the A final of the men's 400 IM. Also expected to see Matt Sates competing in this event. Surprised to see that he had pulled out during the heats, or ahead of the heats. And that certainly opened up the door for the rest of the competitors, particularly Kian Keelock, who swam a very good time earlier today.
And they're off in this ain't final for the 400 meters IM.
Yeah, 18-year-old Kian Keelock going into this one with a 4:36.11, slightly faster than Cameron Casali, the 21-year-old. Both men out at 20.
Yes, Keelock looking very comfortable this morning. Like I said, with that 3-second glide in the breaststroke, I'm sure he's going to pick it up with his evening swim. But it looks like out in lane 1, Claudio Demeter, the 16-year-old.
It's amazing. 6 of the 8 lanes occupied by Tswane's swimmers. Ekaleni out in lane 1, represented by Claudio Dometer. And the lone Ka Tengalenga, Adrian Mostert in lane 7.
Looks like Cameron Casali coming back very strong with 10 meters to go in this butterfly leg. Followed closely by Kian Keelock. And it is Casali turning in first, a minute 0.98, followed by Keelock, 101.00, and Mostert in third, 101.40.
Backstroke, the name of the game now. Second discipline of the 4 in this 400 IM.
Yes, Keelock Casali looking very comfortable in this backstroke leg, followed closely by Jean Bushoff and Adrian Mostert in 7.
Welcome to all our viewers from around the world, watching SA's best swimmers in action, including one of the best that's ever lived. Penny Haynes has been watching.
Yes, I actually had one of my swimmers that's recently relocated to America, Kelsey Chang. She actually sent me a message to say, hey, I heard you online. It was so good to hear your voice again. So, Kelsey, we miss you. Hopefully see you soon. And it's Kian Keelock into that breaststroke leg, followed by Casali and Bossoff in third.
And Keelock still out in front at the touch. 2:46.54, 3 laps remaining. Casali and Boshoff chasing hard. So 2 laps to go. And it's Keelock still out in front. 3:23.34 freestyle. The final leg in this men's A final of the 400 IM. Cameron Casali, his Tswane teammate, chasing hard, as is John Boshoff. And it looks like Kian Keelock, given his strength, given his experience, he would bet against him, wrapping this victory up. Will Casali have something else to say, though?
Yes, and he just seems to be extending that lead with 40 meters to go. And it's all Kian Keelock.
Kian Keelock looking very strong outside of an Olympic qualification time, but it matters little. It's great to grab the gold. Kian Keelock does exactly that. 4:25.06 to Kian, and grabbing second place, Cameron Casali, and in third, yet another Tswane swimmer, John Boshoff, wrapping up the top 3.
Keelock seems to be happy with that swim. A little bit of a smile on his face there. Yes, there we have our results. Keelock with the coming in first. Kasali in second and Bushhoff in third. There we have our replay of Kian Keelock diving into that butterfly leg. Kasali in your picture. Backstroke leg, rolling the shoulders and hips. But there we have the infamous breaststroke leg.
So, what a victory there for Kian Keelock, grabbing first place. He would have no doubt expected to have been up against the likes of Matt Sates. Was not to be, so he grabbed the gold in a time of 4:25.06 in the men's 400 IM. Let's hear from him.
Yeah, Kieran is standing right by. Okay, be honest. How are you feeling right now?
I can't move anything. I'm so dead. But very happy with that swim. New personal best, 2-second PB, so nothing more I can ask for.
And let's add something to that. National champion.
Yeah, it feels good. I won't lie.
How hard have you been working for this and on this?
No, we've been training very hard. I recently moved to Tux about a year ago, so all credit to Matt. I've been doing a lot of IM with him, so big shout out to Matt.
Well, we appreciate you chatting to us. Go recover.
Thanks so much.
You have been watching Super Swimmer. I'm Derek Alberts. Till next time.